and welcome back to another channel on my Simply Happy Marlo YouTube channel. I apologize that it has been quite a while since the last time we saw each other, and I might go into that during another video, but as you can see by today's title, it is my top 20 Amazon must-haves and favorites that I thought I would share with you. Now, of course, I can't show every single item. I will try my best to get in a clip of each item, whether it's sharing an actual video clip or just a picture of the item, but I will do my best. Some of the products I have right below me to just pick up and show you guys, but I just wanted to share some of my absolute favorite products from Amazon that have really come in handy, that have really come in clutch, so to speak, and are just some of the things that honestly, now that I have them, I don't think I could live without. So let's go into the first product. I have my little list over here. So if you see me looking this way, just know that's why I'm looking this way so much. I just wanted to keep a running list to make sure I wouldn't forget anything. The item is actually something that is off to my top left. It is my display case. I recently started collecting some toy figurines from different shows and different movies of different characters that I absolutely love, and so certainly the display case that I got for all of those characters was one of the best. I went through 3. The one that I ended up getting was my third one, third time's a charm, of course, and now it is the only display case for any future collections that I will definitely be buying. It was the easiest to assemble, it looks fantastic, and it does exactly what I needed, had just enough space for all of the characters that I wanted to put into it, and again, putting it together could not have been more simple, whereas the other two just were hard to assemble, came scratched, came dented, it was a whole mess. So glad to have that display case. Number 2 is actually the shower caddy that I have in my shower. It is one of those rust-free stainless steel shower caddies that you attach onto your actual shower, with really amazing not suction cups, with really amazing adhesive hooks, and it is by far the most amazing shower caddy I've ever had, I think, in my life, in all my years of having them in showers, different apartments that I've lived in, having gone through so many. It is something that I hope to have for the next 20 or 30 years, and even if I have to replace it, I will be more than happy to replace it with the exact one. Before I go on to 3 and to the rest of them, I do want to mention that I will have links to every single item that I share in this video down in the description below. So if you are interested in any specific product whatsoever, just make sure to check the description below for that link to that item. All of the links will just be normal links. I don't have any affiliate links. I'm not earning any commission on any of them or anything. So just feel free to shop, have fun, enjoy whatever products you end up getting. Number 3 is the silicone toilet brush. Now, of course, that's right beside my toilet. I was gonna bring it out, but I thought that might be a little weird to show, just because it is a toilet brush and toilet holder. But the brush itself is made of silicone, which I think is absolutely fantastic, not only for the environment, but it's super easy to clean. It doesn't, nothing sticks to it, of course, and it's the best product. It's just the best product for cleaning your toilets on. I mean, that's it, right? Like, I didn't want anything too fancy, which I honestly had a few months ago. I had one that was made by a different brand, and it wasn't working. It wasn't really doing the job, and the brush head itself was way too small, and so it didn't work out. So I had to purchase a new one, and after reading so many reviews, I ended up picking up the silicone toilet brush and holder that I ended up getting. Again, you'll see a picture somewhere in this portion of each product that I don't physically have right in front of me. So you can check out what it looks like. And again, description, the link for it will be down below. The next product, I happen to have a little bag of stuff for this reason specifically. So the next item that I have on my list is the nail clippers. Now I know you're thinking, really, nail clippers, like why is that such a big deal? I've gone through so many nail clippers, from buying ones at different, big name stores, to just, ones that my family has given me over the years, ones that had a little travel cases, whatnot. And all of them either began to rust, even though I took care of them really well, or I was just constantly losing them. And over the years, of course, they were just beginning to dull and not cut my nail. Whether it was my toenails or my fingernails, they weren't cutting as well as they honestly could have. So I got the Hawa Tower. I don't know if that's how you pronounce it, but the Hawa Tower nail clippers. They come in a small size and a large size, and they are absolutely the most phenomenal nail clippers I've ever purchased and used in my entire life. They are so sleek, they're so comfortable to use. They have a little grip on here so your finger doesn't go sliding while you're trying to clip your nails. The edges to cut the nail is so extremely sharp, so be careful when you are cutting your nails. There have been a few times where I have cut myself because of how sharp the tiny blades are, but they are absolutely, like I said, the most phenomenal nail clippers I've ever had in my life. I'm actually going to get a few pairs for some family members that I know would appreciate this product. And it comes in this, nice little tin that I actually keep them in, so they're never lost, or if I'm looking for them, I know to look out for the yellow tin and be able to find them really easily. The next item on my list is refrigerator liners. Those are obviously in my refrigerator. I just have one of those refrigerators that were provided by my leasing company, and where it's just, those kind of white wire-ish shelves, and there's no, it's not flat, and which was really bothering me. So I got some shower liners, not only to just zhuzh up my fridge a little bit, but just to make the entire surface flat, so whatever I was putting on it wouldn't be wouldn't be tilting on one of on the bottom of the shelf of wherever I put it, and wouldn't be uneven. So they've come in amazing. I think it came in a pack of 6 or 8, and you can cut it down to size, or you can keep it the regular size that it comes in. Either way, they're phenomenal. They're really, really easy to clean, just with soap and water. Let them dry, put them back in the fridge, and and it's so much easier, honestly, too, which I wanted to make sure to mention, is, man, can I tell you that it comes in handy, especially if there's some kind of spill of some kind. Now, I live alone, so it's kind of rare that it happens, where something is spilled in there, but if I happen to knock something and something happens to open by accident, or something wasn't shut properly or whatever, and there happens to be a small spill of something, they are so easy to just take out the liners, clean them off, and put them back in, and then you don't have to worry about whatever spilled falling on top of other items in the fridge and having to clean the whole fridge. You don't have to deal with that. Just put the liners on, you're good. The next item is actually one of my favorites, and a product that somebody I follow here on YouTube actually recommended, and I ended up purchasing it, and I have not looked back since. It does come with its own little traveling case, and of course it comes with the charging cord for it and everything, and there's little pockets in here to hold all of it. Is the label maker. It is absolutely amazing. The brand is called Fomimo, I think is how to pronounce it. And it's just, you know, simple label that just cuts off like that. Really simple to open up and put in new paper and everything, and it connects to an app on your phone that you can just make simple labels, or you can, you know, zhuzh it up a little bit and put some stickers of all different symbols, and you can make it pretty much exactly what you want. You can get colored labels if you want, so whatever you're putting on the label like has a, you know, pretty colored background. Honestly, like I said, I have never looked back upon getting labels of these. They're absolutely incredible, and I have used them all over my apartment for all kinds of things, so it quickly became one of my favorites. The next thing on the list, let's see, is the cat brush. I have gone through, honestly, so many cat brushes over the past 9 years that I've had Roxy. She is currently sleeping on the other side of the area that I'm filming in. And I just saw this kind of brush recommended to me all over the internet. I mean, every single ad that was popping up, every single ad was showing me this kind of brush. So you just, it comes with two heads like this. It comes with the soft brush head and then the more coarse one, and you just push it in right there, brush the, you know, brush the cat or brush the dog, and then you press this button and it brings it up, so it's really easy to take off the hair and get rid of the hair. Same thing goes with this one. You just press the little button, and then when you're done, on the very bottom it has a release button, so you just press this, it pops up, and you can switch to a different brush if you need to. The next one is silicone sponges. Of course, because eco-friendly, sustainability, I don't like to buy regular sponges when I'm cleaning anything in my house, dishes especially. So I like to get silicone. They are absolutely terrific for the environment. You can reuse them. They're of course very easy to clean. Bacteria doesn't stay and stick onto them because of the silicone material. So it's kind of sort of self-cleaning in that way. But yeah, it is just, it's an amazing sponge. They come in all sorts of colors. The one that I will be linking below, I think comes in a 3-pack, I believe, if I remember correctly. Mine came with a light blue, the green, and I believe a darker blue, if I remember, if I'm remembering correctly. And then like there was another that like had red, yellow, and I think it was like purple or something. I don't remember the colors, but you can choose. And then the next item I could have brought out, totally forgot before I started recording, was my jewelry box. I actually got it because I saw it in a video of somebody, of a creator here on YouTube that I was watching. And over the years I had one large, huge jewelry box, which did not end up going with my color scheme of my apartment, of my home. And so I switched to like 2 or 3 smaller ones, and it was just annoying me that I was having to split up my jewelry between, you know, 3 different jewelry boxes basically. And so I saw the jewelry box that is currently in my bedroom in a video. I immediately messaged her. Luckily, she's one of the wonderful creators that responds to their Instagram DMs, and that, you know, interacts a lot with their audience. And so she sent me the link. I bought it immediately. I have not looked back since. It literally holds every single piece of my jewelry that I'm not currently wearing. It stores them so well. I mean, and it's a perfect size. It holds every single piece of jewelry I now own. So I could not be more grateful, and I still have space to be able to put more jewelry if I get any more in the future. So I highly recommend it. My next one is actually on the opposite side of where I am recording. It is Ottomans that I have just to, you know, get some stuff that I don't want seen or that I don't need seen all around my home. I like to store them in the Ottomans. I of course like to, you know, put my feet up when I'm relaxing up on them, and they are so unbelievably easy to clean. They are so durable. They hold so much stuff. Like, I've pretty much packed both of my, they do come in a 2-pack, by the way. I have pretty much packed those storage Ottomans to the brim of just all kinds of random stuff. Lanyards, you know, from festivals and freebie, like from, you know, freebies from going to different festivals or different, you know, just things where they're handing, you know, little freebies out. I mean, I have all kinds of random stuff in there. I have a heating pad in one of them, along with the lanyards. I have some blank envelopes. I have some blank notebooks to eventually use. Like, you name it, everything extras in there that I didn't want out and seen all the time. So they're incredible. The next thing is stainless steel chopsticks. Can't speak. I got a really pretty design. If you can see, hopefully it'll focus in on the design. But they're really, really nice, obviously easy to clean, very durable, very wonderful for the environment, instead of constantly using the wooden, you know, chopsticks that restaurants send or that you get at a restaurant, and those constantly being thrown away and thus adding to the landfill. These keep those from, you know, being added to the landfill, and you get to keep them, and you can obviously take them anywhere with you, travel with them, all of that good stuff. So another favorite. We're getting close to the bottom of the list. The next two actually are not currently in here, but it is the litter mat. Obviously I have a cat, and so right in front of her litter box is this litter mat that I have. It is unbelievable. It keeps so much of the litter in. I think I eventually will switch to a more eco-friendly, sustainable litter, but for right now, with the litter that she currently has, that she currently uses, you know, some does come out, of course, because, you know, just cat and litter. So it's an amazing catch-all. I pretty much almost never, so rarely, I guess would be the best word, have to clean up any litter that's come out, you know, out of the box from around it, because the litter mat catches it so well. So if you have a cat and you need something to be a catch-all for that litter, highly, highly, highly recommend it. The other one is anti-slip rug grippers. I didn't know how much I needed this until I bought it, until a friend recommended it to me. And I have a rug right in front of my couch, and with Roxy, you know, doing zoomies, anybody that has a dog or cat will know what that is. But with, you know, animals moving around and all of that, I was constantly tired of, you know, of the rug slipping under the couch, or the rug just flying out from, you know, flying out from where it was and flying to a whole different room, or flying into the kitchen, or, well, not flying, but y'all know what I mean, like just moving all around. So I got these anti-slip rug grippers. You put it on each corner basically of the rug, and it sticks to the floor that you have. It is really, really easy to install. They're just obviously like adhesive that you put onto each corner, and then when you want to take them off, when you want to move the rug, it does not destroy the whatever floor is underneath it. I have moved around my rug a few times, and it has not once destroyed the ground that it's on whatsoever. So really easy to install, really easy to uninstall and move around. They're great. And I believe it comes in like a packet, and there's like 8 or 10 grippers, somewhere in that vicinity. So you got a lot. You really get like bang for your buck when it comes to those. So it's not like just a 2-pack, it's like an 8-pack or something like that. The next one is satin pillowcases. Something that I discovered a couple years ago and that I learned was satin is actually a lot better for your face and for your hair when you are sleeping, because of course a regular cotton or any other kind of material will absorb any oils from your hair, from your face, any dirt, all of it. Like it's constant, you know, it constantly is absorbed by cotton and those kind of materials. Whereas satin, it keeps your hair, not only does it keep your hair a lot shinier, but any oils, any dirt, any of that, it doesn't stick to the satin as quickly. So I actually have several of these. I think I have around four satin pillowcases, and I'm constantly switching them out. So I would say like every week or every other week, I switch out my satin pillowcases, especially when I do my, like my routine of cleaning my face with my towel cleaning facial cleansing brush. I always switch out to a completely new pillowcase, and it is just, honestly, and it's, you know, nice and cool to the touch. It rarely gets warm, whereas cotton, you know, can get warm when you're sleeping and whatnot, versus the satin. It's a pretty, you know, obviously cool material, pun intended, but it does, you know, it does keep cool and to the touch, so I really, really like that. And then our last few is I have a broom and dustpan set that comes with a comb, so when you're like brushing up cat hair or when you're brushing up that kind of stuff, like it actually has a comb on the dustpan, so when you are using the broom to brush stuff into the dustpan, it's a comb that kind of looks like this, and you just brush it up and it catches all the hair, all of that, like into the dustpan, so you're not constantly having to deal with it flying all around. You're not constantly having to deal with touching the dirt, you know, constantly, or touching, you know, whatever you're cleaning up. It's an amazing set. Highly recommend. I think it comes in a few colors if I remember correctly. DVDs. I love pretty much when you look up any DVD on Amazon, you can find them a whole lot cheaper. Sometimes, you know, if you have Prime, sometimes the price for the item with Prime, if you do have Prime, is cheaper, but I love to look in the new and used section. It's usually listed, you know, I would say right after the product itself. If you scroll, you know, down on any single like DVD, it'll usually say used for, you know, $7.36, and it just gives you a whole list of people that are selling that exact, you know, that exact DVD, whether it's a series or a movie, and you get to buy it for a whole lot cheaper. A lot of the time you're buying it directly from like a thrift store, or even from libraries sometimes, you know, sell their DVDs, or you're just buying it from somebody's personal collection of that DVD. And usually, most of the time, I've had a lot of luck. There's nothing wrong with the DVD itself. They just, you know, whether it's a store or somebody just trying to sell their copy, I've very, very rarely had any occasions where it, you know, came scratched and wasn't able to be watchable, wasn't able to be used. So check out the new and used section of any DVD you're trying to buy. And my last few, the poly mailers. I know that it's here somewhere. So this comes in, I want to say, a pack of 100, and there's all kinds of different designs. I personally love this black and white flower design. Really nice. Like I said, it came in a pack of 100. There's all kinds of colors, all kinds of designs that you can pick from, and it's just honestly really great to have on hand, especially when you're needing to send something out instead of buying a huge box, or instead of trying to find a box. Obviously, if it's gonna fit in something like this, it's great to have all the time. so you're always ready to send any kind of package whenever you need to. There's a little adhesive sticker that you just peel up so you can seal it, and it's so nice. There's so many people that I have sent, you know, presents to, or just shipped out packages that of item, you know, an item that I sold to somebody, and almost every single time I've sent anybody anything in any of these really nice poly mailers, almost all the time people have complimented how nice the mailer was, instead of just, you know, one of those boring like manila envelope, like what color are they even, like manila beige, whatever it's called, colors, or, you know, trying to find this random box to put the item in. Everybody's complimented this, and it's just, like I said, really good, really easy to have on hand when you want to ship out something, or even like when you want to give somebody a present and you don't have any wrapping paper, you don't have anything, put it in one of these. They'll never really know that it was a mailer that you use to send out packages and put in the mail. It's really, really nice and good alternative. And actually, before I put this officially back in here, I do also want to mention, because of, you know, eco-friendly and sustainability, a lot of the product from poly mailers like this can be recycled. Obviously, check your local areas, but for the most part, poly mailers like this can be recycled in recycling bins. So check. And then last three items. Drying rack for the dishes. That's currently in my kitchen, so I didn't want to pick it up and bring it over. But like I said, I will show you a picture or a clip or whatever. But it is absolutely amazing. It's 2-tiered, and it has so much, you know, storage, especially for a small living space like mine. It is able to, sorry, there was something on my knee. I can put all of the dishes in the sink on there and not have to worry about finding space or where to put something. It's amazing. I used to just use like a cloth, drying cloth, and that wasn't working out. Nothing, you know, was drying perfectly. Some, you know, stuff was like constantly still not wet, like not soaking wet, obviously, but there was always little bits of, you know, water on something that I was putting away a few hours later. Whereas this drying rack, within an hour or two, everything is dry. I can put it away pretty quickly, and it's just an amazing little drying rack for dishes, especially in, you know, small living quarters. The next thing is actually in my car. I forgot to bring it out the last time I was out there, but it is an air compressor. Oh, of course, if you own a car, it's something always good to have. So if you ever need to put more air in your tires, if you just want to see what the tire pressure in your car is, you can just, you know, kind of plug it in and it tells you. And if you obviously need to put more air in your tires, you just hook it up, plug it in, you know, in your car, hook it up to the tire, and it puts in air into your tires for you. I have used it several times, and it's just an amazing tool to have, along with, you know, jumper cables and all of that to always be ready. And last but not least, really simple, is just phone stand. Obviously, as you can see, it's compact. You open it, obviously depending on the size of the phone, you can bring this part up or just keep it down there, and then in the bottom, the back is where you raise it. You can tilt it. Obviously you can't tilt it backwards, but you can tilt it up as much as you want or need to do different angles, and it's a simple, amazing product. I use it quite a lot if I'm, you know, on Zoom calls or whatever, and I just need something to be holding my phone so I'm not constantly, you know, going like this while I'm in a Zoom or in an interview, or, you know, talking with somebody or anybody. I can constantly move it around with my phone on it, and you know, it keeps it still. It's nice and weighted, so it's not gonna, you know, it's not gonna budge. But yeah, that is it. So I certainly hope you enjoyed the video. Like I said, everything will be in the description down below, so have fun shopping, and I will see you all in my next video. So stay tuned. I apologize again. Hopefully the next video won't be so long in between videos, but there's been a lot going on personally in my life, so that's why I kind of took a break for a while. But again, I hope you are having a great morning, afternoon, evening, whenever you are watching this, and I want you to always remember to be kind not only to yourself but to others, and that's it. So I will see you all soon.